Let's finish the game once and for all. I don't know if I will be able to finish the game in, I don't know, 2 hours maximum. Let's see. I know I could pick up some chest around here somewhere. I thought it was here, but if it's not there, it can be there. There's rocks over there, so it's probably over there. The chest. The other one is after a bridge. Can be this one, that one, or maybe that one, or maybe that one. We'll see.
The Devil's Tower. We draw near, Your Grace.
No sign of Willem yet, far as I can see.
Unsurprising. Prompt he never was.
The Queen had chosen to meet Willem at Devil's Tower, and not without purpose. The structure stood on an isle, so no foe could approach without first exposing themselves on a narrow bridge. The isle had little vegetation midst which to conceal a large force. A small unit could evade detection. Altogether, not much to fear.
No escorts were your terms.
Began Gascon, with a hint of mischief.
But better safe than sorry, I always say.
What are you suggesting?
Yours truly and 4 chaps behind the walls. Give a signal, any signal, and we'll leap to your side.
Meve struggled with her conscience. There was no honor in Gascon's plan, but prudence, certainly. In the end, she nodded in agreement, though not without compunction. Willem arrived soon after, the heavily armored cavalry he had in tow clearly there to boost his courage. He left them at the foot of the bridge and rode across alone. A stiff wind from the river nearly made off with his ermine fur cloak. Willem and the mother who'd borne him stood face to face. They gazed into each other's eyes, waiting to see who would look away first. When neither did, Meve broke the silence.
Time flies, and I've a kingdom to liberate. No need to drag this out. What's this about? Tell me.
I thought my messenger already did.
Oh, he did. And how? Willem I wishes to arrange a truce. Only, Willem I is in no position to parley on an equal footing. Willem I can, at most, offer his unconditional surrender, because Willem I's losing this war.
Yes, Mother, I am. And I see that by losing I've at last made you content.
Don't play the victim. What next? Will you say you turned cloak because Mummy showed no warmth, displayed no feelings?
'Twould be unfair, any such judgment. You did show feelings, chiefly enmity, contempt. But that's not why I betrayed you. No, I simply disagreed with your choices, assessments.
I had every right to do what I considered just and good.
And I had every right to voice my view, which you ever ignored. Yet this is neither the time nor the place to discuss that. Let us parley as strangers. I'm losing, you say, and you're right. But I haven't lost yet, and have no intention to surrender. I am ready, however, to renounce my fealty to the Empire and pledge my forces to you. As long as you fulfill my conditions.
Let me hear them.
First, you will not rescind the reforms I've authorized already, any of them. Second, you will guarantee both my safety and that of my advisors. Third, I shall remain your heir, and next in line for the throne.
What?
These terms I cannot accept.
Well, I had to try, Mother.
Yet I can't deny your courage either. Come here. Look me in the eye. This couldn't have been easy.
No, it wasn't.
I trust when the time comes, you'll show the same nerve on the battlefield.
I shall seek out your banner. Let the gods then settle our dispute once and for all. Goodbye, Mother.
Bro, he went against me, then I almost died, and yet he wants the throne. What the fuck
Willem
is
bowed,
this?
turned and walked away. Neve's anger burned still in her gut, beneath a heart now heavy with grief. Soon thereafter, Neve's army set out towards Rivia Castle. It would not be long now before the decisive battle.
Doesn't make any sense. What type of... Oh, why he's so dumb, man? So he betrayed me and yet he wants to have everything? Like, what the fuck is this? How much childish can he be? What? He could ask for forgiveness and for faith. I mean, he's losing, and
Your
yet he
Grace,
thinks
Said
what
Reynard,
doesn't
saluting
make any
and
sense.
clicking his heels.
Peasants from the Scala region have arrived at camp. Supplicants, wishing to deliver a plea to your person.
Neve sighed. Supplicants, trials, audiences, all aspects of queendom she did not miss.
Very well. Bring them here.
She replied.
And instruct them to be brief, with no digressions.
The band of commoners was led by a sturdily built beekeeper dubbed Ethelred, son of Theobald. Finding himself in the Queen's presence, he fell to his knees and waved his arms in his best impression of proper etiquette.
Oh, my lady, the Queen, your gracious mightiness, take pity on us tillers and toilers. Wars all around, leaving us but scraps to live off, and barely that, to be honest. So we beg you, don't do it. Don't raise the levies. We can't pay more than...
What?
Neve interrupted.
What the devils are you talking about?
What? Your decree? One they nailed to our notice board.
The peasant said, sheepishly pulling out a parchment and pointing to the relevant paragraph with his rough finger.
We, Queen Meve, do hereby proclaim that if our throne we shall recover, the tallage, murage, and pavage we shall raise threefold. The expenses of this war for to compensate at the cost of the common folk.
Neve and Reynard exchanged astonished glances. They had issued no such decree. Yet the document bore her signature and seal.
Perhaps it was Willem's doing.
Impossible.
Neve said firmly.
My son sank low, but not so low as to forge my name.
Then who fabricated this decree?
The Nilfgaardians.
The Queen replied without hesitation.
They have access to my seal, to my scribes. They wish to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt, turn my folk against me. And they are liars without any honor.
The Queen tore the falsified document to shreds. Knowing this would solve nothing, she had to find the printers churning out these fakeries and end their run.
And I wonder where they are. I really do. I mean, I hope I can finish this game today. I still want to play a little bit of Misery, but I don't think I will be able though. I don't think I will be able, unless I do this really fast. Let's see if it is over here.
New orders? No?
Got any vendors? Hungry like a wolf, I am. You can try to win them all, but you won't. The evil ass. need a weapon! Come here! Let's dance!
Should have listened to me,
What?
old lady.
My boots got sand aplenty in them.
Watch your heads!
It's not too late to walk away.
Give me some of that!
Let's see if I can do something.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Catch!
Go on, Encader!
That was not in the spellbooks.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Wise choice.
Think I'm a beer!
Shit. Next. Wait about the keys. Yeah. The heck do I need to go? Yeah, let's go to the puzzle. Puzzle. Play the ingredient card that matches the scent of each unit. Okay. What? What the fuck do you mean? Okay, so this one is over here. If I put over here, will it work? Nope. Put over here, will it work? Nope. What? Bro, here we go, wasting a lot of time with this shit. I don't fucking understand. Oh, the guy eats mushrooms, like what the fuck am I supposed to do? So it is from the left to the right. Is it this one? And it is this one. So the order was from the left to the right, lol. And I thought different, lol. I thought it was different, lol. Anyway. Let's check over here, at the bottom, anything. No. Wait, can I go? No. Let's go next.
Oi, Meavy!
cried Gascon, as usual paying no heed to courtly etiquette.
Come here a minute.
Would it hurt so terribly to occasionally address me by Your Grace or Your Majesty?
Didn't want to be petty, but since you bring it up, you've never once addressed me as the Duke of Dogs.
Neve sighed, rolling her eyes.
Get on with it.
My lads jumped one of the Blackclad's transports. Guess what they were hauling?
Gascon handed Neve a pot filled to the brim with a thick, dark fluid.
Paint?
Close. Prince's ink. Same tone used in those phony decrees.
Neve spun on her heel, put a hand to her mouth, and yelled,
Reynard! Send scouts to comb the area!
Her soldiers returned a few hours later with good news. They were able to find a Nilfgaardian printer's workshop hidden in an abandoned barn. It was guarded by a division of elite infantry.
Right, so?
Gascon thumbed the edge of his blade.
Shall we stop the presses?
Time for the Nilfgaardians to publish a retraction.
Spoke the Queen as she drew her sword.
Signed with their own blood. Follow me!
The Lyrians did not need to be told twice. Their Queen's honor, her good name, that was a cause well worth fighting for.
easy battling is, and this it is shortened. Perfect. This one switch.
It's her! Yes, you foolhardy! Sound the alarm! Larum!
Wise choice.
I'm gonna put one of these dudes.
Think I'm a beer! Order! Come here! Let's dance!
Discipline. That is what you folk lack. Watch your heads!
And on fame!
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Catch!
Claw and cats out!
Scheiß! In Trade!
Off to the front yet again. Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
As you wish, milady.
Life is mine now!
Ooh.
Scheiß! In Trade!
They didn't even notice that they passed, no.
Seems they believe their own blarney.
The Nilfgaardians fought fiercely, led by a seasoned covert agent. Seeing he would soon fall into enemy hands, he put a knife to his throat and, in a quick slash, sent blood pouring over paper and still wet ink. Reynard leapt towards him, trying to stanch the red tide. But it was too late, and the spy's secrets perished with his last gargled breath. Meve picked up a freshly printed pamphlet. The document listed her many crimes and misdeeds, the true and the manufactured alike. Above the main body of the text, an etching depicted her, well, in a very unflattering manner.
How about a taste of their own medicine?
Asked Gascon, piecing blocks of type into a scathingly foul phrase.
Me and the lads will scratch out a couplet about Ep Dahi, spread it around the countryside, give the folk a hearty laugh at those tossers' expense.
Yes, these presses should be put to good use.
The Queen said.
But printing lewd jests is not it. We must spread facts. Tell what the Nilfgaardians did in Aldersburg, how they tried to murder me in Mahakam and Angren, what fate lies in store for those they conquer.
Gascon grew serious and set the ink-stained type back down.
Get to work. Before the sun sets, I wish to hold the first document in my hands.
Soon, in every town, village and tavern, there hung a notice detailing Nilfgaard's crimes. The outraged Rivians did what they could to strengthen the Queen's army. Some by offering coin, others by joining her ranks.
Nilfgaard left none alive in Rosberg, not even one woman. Peasants from Edern have been captured and put... Emperor Emir var Emrys is... Peasants from Edern have been...
Don't need more materials, to be honest. I'm already way too much. Unless I wanted like to craft cards, but at this point I don't even feel that I needed more than I already have, really. Ooh. Is there anything over here? Ooh. Another puzzle. Boost one unit to at least 125 power. How? Yeah. And let me see if I can. I keep going. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even notice what I did, but I did it anyway. What?
Rivia will never die.
What a weird puzzle. What a weird puzzle. I really don't know what the heck I did. But it worked, I guess.
Nilfgaard will not... Lady, the traitors run before you. Find me a map, and I'll show...
Bro, I don't even know where that is. It was really random. Really freaking random. Anyway, let's keep going, let's keep going. The other side of the bridge. Wait, where was the map? Caravan and the tower. Let's check out the way over here.
The traitorous Caldwell family's residence loomed into view. Against the horizon, it looked suitably sinister. Yet the manor had changed since Meve last saw it. 2 new wings, ornate towers, a grand colonnade. And the windows now glistened with stained glass, the gilded hue of imperial suns.
We must pay them a visit,
Seethed the queen. The great double doors opened with an echoing thud. Just inside them stood the heir to the estate, Dragomir, his wife and 3 children by his side, and Helena, the treacherous count's widow. Sliding the cap from his head, thus giving proof of the family's hereditary baldness, Dragomir knelt down upon one knee.
Your Grace, my father's betrayal stands beyond doubt and exoneration.
The young Caldwell said flawlessly and in a single breath, as if he'd practiced a dozen times.
And his death at your hands was most well deserved. I ask that you not punish sons for the sins of their fathers. I ask humbly, with bowed head, allow me to stay on my ancestral lands, to serve faithfully as your loyal subject.
I believe not a word slithering out of his mouth,
whispered Reynard.
The first chance he gets to stab you in the back, he will take.
Convenient to make this request now, don't you think?
Out.
Why not
Get
earlier?
the hell
Eve
out.
asked, crossing her arms and raising her chin.
It would have behooved you to send a messenger once I'd crossed into Rivia.
Preferred to speak to you directly, Your Grace, For
you held out hope. Hope that the Blackclads would yet defeat me. You stood on their side till the last. No. The Caldwells I trusted once, but I shan't make that error again. You've one day to pack your chattels and go. Leave my country.
Dragomir rose from his knee and shook out the cap he'd crushed in supplication.
only ever as a corpse, Your Majesty.
He hissed, his vulnerable demeanor gone in a flash.
If you'll not take me for your vassal, you must take me as your foe. Men, to arms!
At this sign, armed men rushed from the house while archers appeared atop the roof. Clearly, Dragomir had expected to be refused.
Yeah, so dumb, bro. Same as the father, I guess. Overpower your opponent within 5 turns. Easy. Really easy.
You'll not destroy my family. I won't allow it.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads. Can't take any more. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Tell me you jest.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Back to the dust whence you came! Hey, guy, up here!
What do you want of me?
Aye.
Don't need no weapon! Every rib's of beef. Yeah. Hey?
Come on, kill me!
Give me a time. Arbalist to your command.
Father was right about you.
Dragomir lay in the courtyard of his extravagant manor. With the last of his strength, he clawed at the colored gravel. He resembled an insect that was hurt, damaged, yet pulled itself along as if it could somehow escape death. The Queen knelt beside him and gazed into his clouded eyes.
I want you to know your family will be looked after. You've relatives in Kedwen. They'll be sent there, properly escorted, with the proper stipend.
Dragomir wished to say something, but choked on his own blood. He was dead a moment later. The Queen slowly stood and gave the order to march. She rode at the front of the column, deep in thought.
So dumb. Anyway, another one done. Can't go that way. Still a lot of areas for me to go. Yep, way too much.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
This house will be reaping black-clad heads.
Made a spear sounds here! Tamer wiped it away!
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Death is only the beginning!
I fucked it up. Shouldn't have
ever learn?
Shouldn't have used this fucking. Oh, I can see lava. Nice.
Watch your heads!
I'm just gonna put this guy. Really? But the dog just eats another card of my fucking hell. I pass. You can destroy all of the cards, doesn't matter.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Life is mine now.
$66 of damage.
Don't you worry yourself in this. We'll get it done in no time.
Okay, I want this one and this one.
Drink with our forefathers!
So much anger and
I couldn't
suffering.
even.
For what?
The two go Big Bang 77 damage, like. Anyway, this map, yeah, tower I didn't rock. Yeah, the rock is... Yeah, the rock is over there. The tower. Really don't know where the tower is though. Maybe it is... Maybe this tower. Although it doesn't look like a tower though. Maybe over here. But anyway, let's keep going. No, it was over here. I didn't even notice. I just noticed a shovel. Well, the other one is all the way back. Let's go.
Neve spied the outline of Malabon Castle on the horizon and turned dour. True, no golden suns waved atop its towers, yet that did not mean those within supported her. Malabon belonged to House Obert, long in conflict with Maeve's own, and with Maeve herself.
Behind their ramparts. Do you see them, Reynard?
Asked Maeve, shaking her head.
Countless ballistae, collecting dust, while war rages all around.
Perhaps the Oberts will lend us aid,
Reynard replied.
True, you've been at odds with them in the past, but perhaps now, faced with a common foe.
A common foe?
Snorted the Queen.
You mean Nilfgaard, to whom they opened their gates? Caldwell, whom they supported?
For they were convinced the Empire would win this war, and resistance pointless. Yet you have shown all the North the Blackclads can be defeated. So perhaps they shall forget old wrongs.
The things I do for the good of my realm.
Maeve sighed.
So be it. Reynard, send a runner to the castle. Tell the Oberts their queen seeks a word.
Moments later, the castle's heavy iron gate creaked open. Maeve rode into the cobblestone courtyard, where Margravine Greta, head of the house, greeted her. Although, greeted is perhaps not the right word, for Lady Greta granted her only a barely perceptible nod.
What can I help you with, Maeve?
The war, my dear. The one being fought outside the walls of your castle.
Greta smiled to herself, then intertwined her brittle, ring-covered fingers.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
It is a vassal's sacred duty to serve her liege, and...
And my liege is King Willem.
Greta calmly retorted.
Oh, really?
Against whom you have raised arms.
Willem is a usurper. He unlawfully stripped me of my crown.
The Council of Peers deprived you of your crown.
Greta said, pursing her eyes into thin slits.
Fearing you would drag this realm into a senseless war. A fear which, it is now abundantly clear, was well-founded.
I have returned home a victor. I defeated the Nilfgaardians in Angren.
Due to a stroke of good luck. You think defeating Caldwell means you can defeat the Emperor as well? Madness, my dear Maeve. and my men will not die for madness. Leave my home! Begone from my lands!
If you don't help, then you're supporting the wrong people, then you support the enemy who is killing...
I shall go.
The Queen said.
And I shall take your war machines with me.
Did I not express myself clearly? I have refused you any aid.
And I have stopped asking.
Meve said, drawing her weapon.
Soldiers! Attack!
Seeing that a battle was imminent, Greta Obert took refuge in the keep. The Margravine soldiers stood ready to defend her life to the very end.
You're gonna die. If you think you are better than... Prevent any dilapidated ballista from being destroyed. Okay.
You and Epdahi, you are no different.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, a time to die.
Oh, you can kill this though. I don't mind. Oh, you pass.
Don't need no weapon!
Okay.
Congratulations. You've defeated an old woman.
A stupid woman, that's for sure.
Shocked by this sudden attack, the Oberts never stood a chance of resisting Meve. Realizing their inevitable defeat, Margravine Greta tried to escape, but her horse, frightened by the tumult of battle, tossed her from the saddle and bolted. Meve left Malabon Castle strengthened by the Oberts' war machines, but in dour spirits. She understood that even if she won the war and chased the Nilfgaardians behind the Yaruga, she would still have enemies left on her land.
So we clean the entire land, I guess. Not really a big deal, I guess. Okay, let me explore around. Oh, time to conquer this area, I guess.
Meve now reached Willowhain, a settlement she knew well, for it lay near Waldenrad, where in peacetime she would go to escape her queenly duties and enjoy the thrill of a hunt.
Pheasant, grouse, and partridge in abundance. You will see,
said Meve in muted excitement, pivoting in her saddle to face Gascon. Alas, it appeared the war had ravaged even these woods. Where life had stirred and grown tall before, only resinous trunks remained. And the village itself had lost its quaint allure, surrounded now by a double stockade, a golden sun fluttering above it.
Bastards couldn't even let the damn trees be.
Gascon seethed. A dismal scene. Her once cherished wood, and it weighed heavily on the Queen's spirits. Waldenrad had been a place removed, where she could rest and forget the weight of her crown. Reynard's voice roused Meve from her sad reverie.
A Nilfgaardian garrison holds the village,
he said.
We ought to drive them out, avoid any surprise later from the rear.
It's high time for decisive battles, Reynard,
said Meve, gently spurring her horse.
The fate of one village matters not compared to the outcome of an entire war. Perhaps we shall return, but for now, we move on.
Neve again drew near Willowhain and the graveyard of tree.
Give the order to attack, but none is to play the hero. We shall breach or topple the stockade together. Senseless to perish so close to home.
Reynard nodded. Moments later, the Lyrians rushed forth and attacked.
I thought it would make a difference going from one side to another. Oh. Oops.
Neve.
Give the order to...
Just press load. Load the last checkpoint, my bad.
The time has come to purge these devils from our homes! Follow me!
Oh, wise choice.
Yeah. Come on, kill me! There, gloire!
As today the day?
Oh. Order!
May the spear's hands here! Time I wiped it away!
To thee, gloire!
I smell a leak.
Your life is mine now!
Evil.
56. It's gonna be a stupid damage.
Egreto dum anime est, des est.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
Here comes the Big Bang.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Here comes the Big Bang. This is so funny now. Just give me the bash. And maybe the horse, why not?
Ludicrous! Give me some of that!
Rivia is ours! Ours!
When the battle dust had settled, Neve instructed her soldiers to gather Willowhain's inhabitants. Upon spotting their armed liberators, the common folk cowered in terror.
No longer need you fear.
The Queen shouted.
No longer must you worry about homes and loved ones. The war's nearly done.
Of a sudden, a villager dropped to his knees and raised his hands to the heavens in supplication.
Trocker! Guide back then!
Meve broke off oddly, baffled by the man's outburst. And then it dawned on her. The Rivians of Willowhain had been driven away. Taking their place, Nilfgaardian settlers brought in to transform the near-subsistence plots of local peasants into great estates producing for the Empire. Reynard managed to grasp the essence of the Nilfgaardian peasants' frantic pleas.
They wish to stay. They've come to love the land. They pledged to renounce their emperor, swear allegiance to you as their rightful ruler.
Meve had stopped listening. She turned to survey the hamlet. The walls of the huts freshly whitewashed, tools neatly arranged, flower beds well tended. A young girl of 6 or 7 summers peered out from her hiding place in a sunflower patch.
Your Majesty?
Asked Reynard, having noted that Meve's mind had wandered.
What are your orders? What shall we do?
They can stay on 2 conditions. Tell them. For 15 years, they'll pay double the tax. And if any of the previous inhabitants return, they're to be given their huts, lands, and any crops produced in their absence without delay.
The Nilfgaardian settlers accepted the terms with relief. Meve's soldiers with markedly less enthusiasm. As the force left Willowhain, the troops made a show of knocking aside any food or drink the peasants offered.
Normal, but like, I don't think it was a bad choice. I know the army didn't like, but like, first they need to pay double the tax for 15 years. But if any inhabitant returns, so basically the other people, if they return, they will give their house, the land, and everything that they got to them. So like, I don't even know why they are mad. They are people, not soldiers, though. I think it's already a really heavy way to make them punished. If they killed, I mean, that would be different, but like, they are just peasants, I guess. I don't see any reason.
Clar and Lyria and Rivia! Eslain Maranta.
I don't know, I don't think it was bad. I think it just depends the way you see it, though. I don't know, I'm just here thinking over and over again, but I don't think it was a bad idea, really. I need to win 2 times here. Let's go. Poof. Like that. More with this and this.
As today the day?
Your life is mine now. May the stress ends here. Time wiped it away.
Oh, that was 2 enemies then. It really wasn't worth it though.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
There's no more food.
Wise choice.
Wait, did he pass? I don't think he did. I'm just gonna pass.
This could hurt. Right. Watch your heads!
It's 6, I still can manage to bring them back at the end, so I'm just gonna pick this and this.
Waiting for a personal invitation?
Um.
Off to the front yet again.
Bigger they are, easier they are to take.
Easy.
I warned you.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
A highly curious case.
Isn't there a chest over here? I knew it. I freaking knew it. Anyway, over here it is done. Only need to go up and then I can go to the other way.
Let me tell you of Ravencloft, a quarry Meave passed by. a quarry with a dark history. For years earlier, its wall had collapsed, burying dozens alive. Scholars summoned from Oxenfurt were unanimous in their findings. The rock was fragile, further digging would likely cause slides. Meve had heeded the scholars' advice and closed the quarry by royal decree. Yet now, as she neared it, Meve could hear the even tap of pickaxes. She dispatched scouts to investigate. They returned promptly, their faces sullen, their cloaks blanched with a fine limestone dust.
Quarry's open anew, Your Grace. Nilfgaardians. They've got folk in the pit working it. Appear to be from the surrounding villages.
Interesting. Their engineers have found a way to render it safe. Secure the walls.
I'd say that's right unlikely, Majesty. Judging by the fresh graves we saw.
The Queen then turned to Reynard, as ever at her side.
Reynard, what do you advise?
As a soldier, my Queen, I'd advise against any kind of assault. The terrain's hard, unsuitable for a fight, and we've little to gain from a victory. As a man, however...
Yes?
To leave our folk in chains, in that death trap. It wouldn't be right.
If I were to calculate in heart and mind, keep note of gains and losses...
began Meve.
I'd bend the knee to the Imperials, just as Willem did. But bloody arithmetic won't dictate my course. For I do what's just. I do what's right. Follow me!
Her troops followed without hesitation, swords in hand, their hearts afire.
Eliminate all slave drivers. I don't know if it's gonna be easy, but I will try my best.
Those Horsens. Forcing my own subjects to fight us.
Your life is mine now. Oh. This could hurt.
Wise choice.
Order!
Your Grace, if we begin killing the overseers, the laborers will turn against them.
So if I pressed the wrong button again. So if I can't kill the
Let me tell you now. The Queen then.
If I were to
wait, so I'm not supposed to. So I can't use fire. I can't use fire, gotcha. This one I'm gonna like. I like that.
Those Horsens. Forcing my own subjects to fight us.
Your life is mine now.
Waiting for a personal invitation?
Any more of those we have?
Wise choice.
Come on, kill me!
Order!
Your Grace, if we begin killing the overseers, the laborers will turn against them.
I'm confused. Slave travelers. Oh, this tree. Okay.
May disgrace ends here! Timer wiped it away!
Zericania! Source of the best goods.
Hey, guy up there! Oh. Blood washes away all shame!
The overseers are dead, Your Grace.
The Lyrians handily dispatched the Nilfgaardian overseers, more trained in the ways of the whip than the sword. Those who survived now found themselves shackled in the very chains they'd forced the peasants to wear. Peasants. Oh, unfortunate souls. The cruel labor in the quarry had taken its toll. They stood before the Queen, shrunken to skin and bone, clothed in tattered rags, their eyes reddened by dust. But in those eyes burned a brilliant fire.
Your Grace, them black-clads treated us like dogs, stripped us of dignity. So we beg you, give us arms, let us march neath your banner. 'Tis a chance at revenge we seek, we want!
Reynard leaned towards Meave and spoke in a scarcely audible whisper.
Majesty, they've knout. Not boots, not even foot wraps. To equip the lot, train them, would cost a small fortune.
'Tis true. They've nought to their names,
said the Queen.
have few skills to offer and little strength. But to look in their eyes is to know they'll never flee. Never throw down their arms. Such recruits are worth coin in any amount.
Emaciated, downtrodden, the peasants met the Queen's offer with gratitude. They relished the thought of facing their tormentors in a fight.
Well, another one done, I guess. Where it's done, at the bottom is done. Let's go to the next area. You only have less than 1 hour to go all the way to there. I hope I do it on time. And here I am, no waste more time, just checking some cards. Because I need, hello, work. Caesar bronze enemy unit, damage units by 10 if it survives, boost it by 25. Hell no, man, are you crazy? Damage units by 3 to 1. Not bad. I mean, I don't even need any more cards. I'm not even sure why I'm adding more.
Meave's force reached Cavalden, a small, run-down town.
The Blackclads, they've a strong garrison in place,
proclaimed her scouts
should
upon
remove.
returning from a foray.
and they stand prepared for a siege. Their stores overflow, and we see ballistas, scorpions.
Cavalden can be taken,
began Reynard hesitantly.
but not without losses. Considerable losses.
A retreat. Is that what you advise?
I fear the soldiers wouldn't take to such a course. They're eager, Your Grace. They've a fire in them. Order a retreat and you could devastate morale.
Our losses may be heavy,
said me, drawing her sword.
but I'll make certain the vile invader suffers even more. Order the troops to prepare. We will attack.
Soon after, the Lyrians moved on Cavalden, war drums rumbling in step to their march. Upon the walls, the Nilfgaardians stood poised to defend.
You can defend, doesn't matter to me. We're gonna die anyway. I should remove this stuff. Cause it's gonna show up, right? I'm pretty sure. Too many horses. Too many freaking horses.
My, now that is some fancy weaponry. And it's still got that new war machine smell.
No worries.
Come here! Let's dance!
Should already have used this.
We must bring down their walls! Crush them!
First, we bring more soldiers. First, we do that.
May the Spear's hands here! Time I wiped it away! Your life is mine now!
You can kill them all, I don't mind.
Wise choice.
Come on, kill me! Catch! Of course, as you wish, master.
Okay, just bring me this dude and the bird.
Wanna know why I got my scar?
I think I played bad, but I still wait.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Yes.
Egreutro dum anima est, spes est.
Death is only the beginning!
We did it, Your Grace. The city is ours.
The Nilfgaardians had indeed prepared well, with grapples to repel hook ladders from the walls and long spears to rain down upon attackers far below. Meve managed on the fourth attempt to breach the defenses, but did so scrambling over the corpses of her own men. The Queen was in the field tent when Reynard arrived with surprising news. To be heard over the groans of the wounded, he had to raise his voice.
Your Grace, a delegation of townsfolk. They seek an audience urgently.
Dozens of burghers stood before the tent. Between them and the Queen, a man knelt in shackles. His face was blooded as if he'd endured a vicious beating just moments before.
Who's this?
Our blacksmith, Todor.
Snarled a priestess in a frayed robe.
He betrayed you, Your Grace. Soon after the Nilfgaardians arrived, within hours in truth, he offered his labor and strength. They didn't even need to ask. Forged arms and armor for them, all for imperial gold.
Meve gripped the beaten man's beard, tugged upwards, and looked him in the eyes.
Did you forge the hooks and the tips for those spears?
I did, Your Grace.
It was fine work,
growled the Queen.
Damned fine.
Show him mercy, milady!
Cried a withered old man in a flour-spattered apron.
When the black-clad bastards captured my son, they were eager to hang him. Todor spoke for him, saved his life.
He helped me too!
Hollered a woman in the crowd.
I were hungry. He shared what little he had.
The townsfolk began shouting over one another. Some told of the blacksmith's noble deeds. Others labeled him a traitor, deserving of a cruel and violent end. Meve turned back towards the field hospital, pondering the case, then spotted her soldiers' corpses laid out in rows. Had it not been for Todor, there might not have been so many.
Killed the collaborating blacksmith? Nah. Release the blacksmith? Nah. Have Todor. Lash it. Killing the blacksmith is not worth. Releasing him is not worth. Have Todor lash it. What the fuck is... What is this option? We returned back to the field hospital, opened the case and spotted soldier corpse laid out in rows. Had it not been for Todor, there might not have been so many. I mean, I want him to release, but, like, make weapons for me.
This man forged arms for the Nilfgaardians. 'Tis true.
Said Meve to the crowd.
Yet you, Baker, baked the bread they ate. And you, Potter, stained the cups from which they drank. Willingly or not, each of you aided the invader. Where does pursuing one's craft end and treason begin? I've no answer to that. So I shan't punish any for doing merely what's theirs to do.
Upon hearing the verdict, the Queen's troops stared in disbelief, then began to boil. As she walked back calmly to the tent, they jeered and hissed. At the last, it took Reynard to calm them down. Meve had saved Todor, but she was convinced she'd not see the blacksmith again. Come evening, he returned to the camp, with a wagon full of arms so new they shone.
If it weren't for you, Your Grace, they'd have torn me to bits with their bare hands.
He said, kneeling before her.
I thank you for speaking up for me. For my innocence, that is. I've a gift for you. A gift I knows you'll put to proper use.
Meve took a spear in hand, put it to her shoulder, and gazed down the shaft. The tip glowed red in the light of the setting sun.
Of that, my friend, you can be sure.
They didn't like at the same time, bro. Why did they... Well, that's like every single time. What she said was true. But like, if he made weapons for them, make the same weapons being like for you. Why killing a blacksmith if he makes like good weapons? Like, What is this mentality, man? Just work for me and make the weapons for me. I'm gonna make it better use than them. Instead, they are like, nah. Okay, which card I'm using? Miv Angreni. Okay, Miv Angreni. Okay, what is this one? Set a unity power to 1, then trigger an alloys. Okay, nah, I'm good. Okay, I don't want this, too many of this. Maybe one is more than enough. And then remove the infiltrator. I don't need, to be honest. That one I don't need. You can have only 3. This one can be good. Yeah, that one can be good. This one can be 3. Yeah. Don't need many cards. The more I have, the worse it gets.
How could you, your majesty? He's crafted weapon for it blackclads. The very same what killed our lads. How could you, your majesty?
And we can grab.
Freedom will cost us dearly. Freedom will cost.
No, like some parts of the game it doesn't make any sense. Like people, it's like I feel like everyone is dumb in this game. I don't know. I feel like everyone is dumb.
The hut's untouched. Ripe grain in the fields, 'tis hard to believe. I feared we'd have another Edirn here, with the blackclads setting fire to all.
I feared nothing of the sort. Nilfgaard's not stupid. Lands it aims to hold, it doesn't.
Oh, my bad. I skipped it again. Yeah, let's go. Let's start over here. I'm almost at the end. Oh. Even if my soldiers are low, it doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't matter to me, I mean. Yeah. I'm good with that, I would say. I'll switch this one.
Your life is mine now. May disgrace ends here. Time I wiped it away.
God damn it, you damn dog.
Wise choice.
Come on, kill me! My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Nice, perfect for me. Damn dog ate my food.
Can't take it anymore.
Watch your heads! Back in line!
As you command.
Give me this and give me.
Wanna know why I got my scar?
Make love, not war.
Move! Fight for the Emperor and you might be freed! Catch! To work! Looking to dance, eh? Enough!
When will you ever learn?
That will do.
Waiting for a personal invitation? Come here, let's dance!
This one's got spirit. Catch him! He's worth 20 florins!
Kinda funny that they said catch him because he is worth money. In the middle of the fight. What the fuck? Not much for me to do around here, I guess. We need to go to the other side. check what we have around here. Let's go, brother. I wanna finish the game today. No. Let's switch.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Come here! Let's dance!
Of course, as you wish, master.
Was worth to do. Okay.
Waiting for a personal invitation.
Order!
Aye.
Nothing much, really. Ah, man.
Your life is mine now.
Yeah, I don't need this anyway. I don't need it anyway. I don't think I had this one, so yeah. Oh, this card is useless now.
Should listen to me, old lady.
Oh, god damn it, dog. Always eating the damn can.
101, 102, 103.
Bring me back this card.
Don't you worry yourself, Grace. We'll get it done in no time. Wise choice. What you order!
Make love, not war.
64 damage. Yeah. Bro, this card is so broken. This card is so broken. What? One? Not one. No, no. No, no.
I smell a leak.
Eddard Fane! Cornelius Freer! War and cast now!
Anyway, I like the build. First round you can just let them die, second round you just punish them all. Pretty good, I guess. Pretty good, I guess. Anyway, over here it is done. Can I go around, like from the back? No. Can I go that way? Let's go back. Okay, there's a puzzle with cows. Let's check that. Destroy all enemy units. Hint, the ranged cows will devour anything. Swap any two. What? Swap any two units? What? Wait, does it... Oh, gotcha. Yeah. What? Wait, okay, so I can let destroy all enemy units. Okay. Is the cow just gonna go straight? Oh, she is. What the fuck? I didn't know. I was like, cow, where the heck are you gonna... Where are you going, cow? Bro, damn. Should I just focus in one way to the other? Like this? What the heck am I gonna do this? What the heck? Bro, these puzzles, man. gosh. Fuck. Just really freaky fuck. Cannot understand how the fuck I do this shit. It's probably easy, but I'm like, I can deal it. I can deal with it. It doesn't make any sense, really. The cow doesn't go. The cow doesn't. Okay, this is fucking annoying. I can't move this shit. I can't move this shit. Can I move a normal card? No, I can't. Okay. Okay, discard and discard. I can't move. What the fuck should I do? Bro, I can't fucking know. This is pissing me off. This is so fucking dumb, man. Like, my only option is make the cow dive before. YouTube, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna waste my time with this. YouTube. Beat the game, not gonna waste my time with this. Deranged cow, Thronebreaker. Oh, bro. Okay, how the heck does it do that now? So I needed to kill the cow, bro. Oh my, I thought I needed to destroy all of this. Oh bro, this is so fucking annoying. Anyway, it is done. It is done. Whatever. What a waste of time. Anyway, it is done. Let's keep going. I wanna beat the game.
Broadhead now loomed before Meve and her force. Once famous for its glowing forges and clanking manufactories, the city now stood silent. Why, you might ask? Because Mahakam. Decades past, it had opened its gates to human merchants and dwarven arms, exquisitely crafted and not nearly as dear as those made by man. The caravans had simply stopped coming to Broadhead. When its black-clad garrison spotted the Lyrians approaching, they'd hastily fled, left the city's gates open wide. Yet, they did not leave empty-handed. Their convoy comprising at least a dozen wagons loaded ostensibly to the hilt.
With what might they have fled?
With something damn heavy,
replied Gascon, squinting his eyes.
Look at this. 2 horses to pull each wagon, and the wheels cut deep into the road.
What they've taken from my city,
began the Queen.
they've taken from me. And I will have it back. Follow me!
Meve spurred her horse and galloped off in pursuit of the fleeing caravan. When the Blackclads realized they had no hope of escape, they planted pikes and feet, bracing for the assault.
I think you can run away from me. Good luck. Good luck. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Stop! Whatever you carry belongs to me! They gain ground! Dal Seifel! Order! Ah! May the straight hands here! Time I wiped it away! Ah! Think I'm up here? There he gloire! Come on, kill me! Your life is mine now. Don't need no weapon! Enough! I refuse to die for these scraps!
Meve personally, and none too gently, shackled the Nilfgaardian commander, a young nobleman with a precisely trimmed moustache. Like many noble Imperials, he spoke fluent common.
The wagons. What's in them, Captain?
Scrap, Your Majesty.
The Imperial promptly replied. Noting the Queen's confusion, he elaborated.
To be melted down and recast into arrowheads and spear tips. Our engineers originally planned to use the foundries in Broadhead, yet these proved too primitive. We were ordered to remove the scrap, take it elsewhere.
Any pride from the victory vanished in an instant, and Meve swelled with anger, but also with shame. The shame came from realizing that to the invader, her realm was naught more than a weak, underdeveloped backwater. Meve slammed the chest she'd opened shut.
Blast it! Back to Broadhead. Let's ride.
Crumbling walls, shattered windows, rotted wood. Broadhead was bleak, a dull shadow of its former self. As the Lyrians entered, the somber townsfolk glared at the arrivals and uttered not a word. Niamh resolved to address the crowd.
Folk of Broadhead, you're free at last. The Nilfgaardian occupation is done.
Aye, and a new one starts now.
Are you madman? Don't you recognize our banners? The Lyrian army stands before you.
Oh, I recognize banners. Served neath them as a sergeant 15 long years. And then I came back to my own town. Know what I found? Hardship and squalor, your grace. All had gone to shite. On account of damn dwarves. Been flooding Rivia with their metal goods for years now. Us smiths don't so much as light their pipes in their foundries no more. You call yourselves the Lyrian army. Colours and banners confirm it. Well, what about your arms? Weren't forged in us fires, but in Mahakams. By us worst foes. Hell, I even see some at knobheads in your ranks.
No, like, what the fuck you expect? Like, what the fuck? What?
So what freedom's it you're giving us, your grace? Freedom to beg in common, not in Nilfgaard's mongrel tongue?
So he prefers being a slave to them?
Beg.
What
are you on about, man? There's no levy on goods from Mahakam. But without it, us workshops don't stand a chance. And ye, your grace, you wear their armour, bear their arms, and bring bearded bastards to our doorstep.
This is the war. I do what I must to win.
The dwarves are faithful allies. They help us because...
Because they've got something to gain. Simple as that.
Enough. Silence. Consider yourself lucky you've a merciful queen. I'd have had your head off by now. Move along.
The time came to leave Broadhead, so Niamh summoned her advisors, eager to hear their counsel. They put forth ideas, many of merit, but the Queen would decide the city's future. Niamh knew she couldn't abandon the folk of Broadhead, leave them embittered, unsure of how to go on.
The time's come to bring hammer down on anvil again. Take this gold, and show the North the value of Broadhead steel.
Even with the Queen's support, the craftsmen could not compete. The dwarves of Mahakam, the goods from their foundries, stifled the city's workshops in but a few months. Niamh had gambled much, but gained naught in return.
The dwarves are known by their craftsmen, like what elves are about, like forest and agility, and humans is just quantity. I guess at this point.
You must raise tariff on Mahakaman goods, enough to stifle.
Yeah.
Our last workshop's gone to shite, Your Majesty. Our last work.
Bro, so they are whining because they don't have... Bro, instead of them trying to be better and learning the way that the dwarves do the armaments, they just whine because their weapons are better, no one buys them, so they cry that... Oh, brother.
The wind howls like a ghastly apparition.
Can I? No. Okay, let's see if I can beat the game real quick. Let's go over here before another puzzle. Oh, man, I'm not gonna waste my time with this. YouTube again. If it is easy, okay. If it is not, YouTube. I'm tired. Eliminate the slave drives, do not let any unit die, use your leader ability. Okay.
The mist's gonna pass me those lovely earrings, or do I tear them off myself? Stick 'em up, high as the clouds, now!
Aye.
Not going into the fray already, are we?
Yeah, as I thought so.
Stick 'em up, high as the clouds, now!
Set the unit's power equal to the units to its left. So it needs to be like this.
Should've listened to the old lady.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Gotcha.
See if he's had any coin in his pockets, or his owns.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Okay, gotcha.
The mist's gonna pass me those lovely earrings, or do I tear them off myself?
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Pointy end upwards, right?
Greetings. What is it?
Life had me ploughed, now here I'm marching proud.
Bro, I don't fucking know. Just YouTube. I'm not gonna waste my time with these stupid puzzles again. Slave drivers. So dumb.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Stick 'em up, high as the clouds, now!
Greetings. What is it?
Life had me ploughed, now here I'm marching proud.
Bro, it didn't fucking work.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
What the fuck do you mean it didn't work? So first I put, bro, even watching a tutorial on YouTube doesn't work. Fucking amazing. 5.
8.
You can pay the toll in one of two ways.
Okay.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Life had me ploughed, now here I'm marching proud.
Greetings.
Bro, this is fucking funny.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Bro, this is fucking funny. I'm gonna be honest. How the fuck am I watching a video? It works for them, it doesn't work for me. Someone explain me.
You might have got away had you not been hauling so damn much.
It's fucking amazing.
Greetings. What is it?
It's this one, right? Yeah.
Life had me ploughed, now here I'm marching proud.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
It's so funny, even watching on YouTube, it's still freaking hard. It's so fucking funny though. How is this possible though? But they are really a pain in the ass, that's for sure. Okay, let's hope there's nothing to do. It's just, I can't go that way, coach. Is there anything over here? No. Okay, gotcha. She's flying though.
Rivia Castle. Seems our journey nears its end.
That end could yet prove tragic. We've daunting tasks ahead.
Where is the end, really? You have to go to bed. After 5 turns on turn end, destroy 3 random enemies.
Hey ho!
It's time I attack.
Yes, Your Grace?
It's time I'm pleased. Duty call. Of course. Arnulf, find a place at one of the tables. Have a drink. Meet my men.
Think there's been a failure to communicate, lass? I didn't join your army to meet men, but to meet death. A good, honorable death. Quicker you lead me to that, the better.
I wish not to pry, but why do you long for death?
For only death can cleanse me of shame. You must have heard what they call me. Arnulf the Patricide. A moniker I earned. Oh, I did.
To die by one's child's hand. A terrible fate. And it shall be mine as well if I lose this war.
But did you earn it, this fate?
What? Not always have I been just with Willem. I dismissed him, neglected him, but...
Neglected? Listen, lass. My da, he beat me, till my skin turned blue and I chucked red bile. He'd drink and beat, drink and beat. My brother, Ulf, da clobbered him to death. My ma, she took her own life. Never met this son of yours. But I know you's a bit now, and I can say this. No kin of yours needs slaying.
I can't help but wonder, what does it signify? The tattoo on your head?
Ain't a tattoo. Carved these runes with a knife.
The method makes little difference. What do they mean?
Aim here. Message for enemy archers. Alas, don't seem they can read it. At least not from a distance. And when they get close, it's already too late for them.
So long, Arnulf.
Let's go.
The castle of Rivia now loomed before the Lyrians. Water surrounded it on 3 sides, and dual defensive walls studded with podgy turrets completed its perimeter. It was famously difficult to take and had changed hands only once, a few months before, when traitors opened its gates to the Nilfgaardians. Foreign banners waved upon the walls. The Golden Sun and General Epdahi's crest on Rivia's walls. The walls of home. There was somber silence among the troops, the glee and pride of many triumphs suddenly gone. For each knew if the Queen ordered an assault, most would lie dead by sunrise.
Your Majesty,
began Reynard in a reassuring tone.
We needn't strike quickly. We've time on our side. To prepare would be wise. 2 months, I wager, perfectly enough. We stop supplies from getting through. They'll capitulate, I've little doubt. Or at worst, be too weak to defend the fortress.
Reynard's reasoning was sound. There was no need for urgency. Meve had the upper hand for the first time in this war.
Let Epdahi wait,
said Meve, her eyes trained on the citadel.
Let him watch from those walls as we reclaim our realm, village by village.
Meve.
These invaders have grown fond of Rivia Castle,
said Meve.
So let them stay and rot. Reynard, erect road barricades and guard posts between city and citadel. Gascon, seize all boats, barges, anything that floats. Stop anything from entering from the lake. Move!
Soon, Rivia Castle stood isolated from the world outside its walls. All roads leading to it were blocked, impassable. Fishing boats, a cordon, embraced the fortress on Loch Escalot. The lanterns on their bows glowed like fireflies in summer. Then, an emissary from the castle brought a message for the Queen. General Ep Dahi wished to meet, face to face, and half the way between the citadel and the Lyrian camp.
Well, well, some general,
smirked Gascon.
We've barely snapped the trap shut, yet he's already shaking in his knickers.
Niamh proceeded to the meeting point without delay. A lone rider soon appeared on the horizon. He came adorned in rich black robes, their golden trim shimmering in stray sunbeams. She'd seen him before, in Edirn, through the megascope.
You came as I requested. Good. Very good.
I couldn't possibly refuse such a courteous invitation, especially as compared to your previous missive. The art of diplomacy, you've improved your grasp.
Your realm fell quickly. I expended little strength in seizing it. This left me much time to study. But please, we must set aside this bitterness. I'd like to formally welcome you to Rivia, dear Queen.
I see you've readily adopted the role of gracious host in my home.
In point of fact, I've grown fond of the castle. Fortifications impressive, atypical of the north. Not so your brave soldiers, whom we shall pick off like ducks. I pity them, in fact.
Dry your eyes, General. Rest easy. I've no plans for a quick assault. I shall first wait to hear the rumbling in your bellies.
Remarkable. You truly believe you can win this war? I've not been in the north long, but have discovered something all the same. You don't grasp complex ideas. You know Nilfgaard is large, but your minds don't fathom its enormity. You see, for every army you defeat, another will come to take its place. One larger and better equipped than the one before. Even now, as we so pleasantly chat, Army Group East is en route to lift your siege. Due to arrive tomorrow. And do you know what will happen when they do? They will crush you against your own castle's walls, like the maddening flea you are.
Plough yourself, Nilfgaardian scum.
Charming. Is that all you wish to say?
I prefer action to words. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Unlikely. In fact, I doubt you'll reach the walls at all.
Pray that I don't. For if I find you midst the fray, I shall strangle you with my bare hands.
Without awaiting a response from General Ep Dahi, Niamh pivoted and turned toward camp. Her pace was quick, despite a heavy heart.
There's no map.
Let us hope this proves the war to end.
Niamh's closest advisors already awaited her in the command tent.
I don't have
In a
much
few
time.
brief words, the Queen gave a report of the meeting, only with great effort masking the quavering in her voice.
An army, an immense one, approaches from the west. If we meet in open battle, we stand not a chance.
Damn it! Why did no one warn me?
Our scouts were discovered, captured. It must be that.
We must flee? Not at all heroic, I admit, but sure as hell better than being trampled into the dirt.
Easily said, but for a problem. Our force is chiefly infantry. The army that draws near includes cavalry, several regiments. We cannot hope to escape them. We cannot hope to hide.
What do you advise?
We've two options. Capitulate,
Out of the question.
or take the castle. Tonight.
Suppose for a moment it's possible. Tell me how and at what cost. Are we to scale a mountain of comrades' corpses to reach the top of the wall? I know we're at war and many die, but to command our troops to take that citadel is to condemn them to certain death.
Rivia's walls are unassailable, I fully agree. But there's more than one way to take any fort, and this fort too.
I think I like where this is going.
I know this citadel like no one else. I know its one potential weakness. The boat landing.
Wait, that narrowest of piers between the two turrets? The one where the fishermen would land?
The same. As I'm sure you recall, Your Grace, at that narrow pier's end stands a narrow door leading straight into the fortress. A small detachment could approach unnoticed, overwhelm any sentries, and get inside.
What then?
They would need to pass through the fort to the winch in the guardhouse, open the gate for the rest of the force.
Reynard, I'll be honest. It sounds right mad.
Perhaps, but as options go, we have it alone.
And I'm to choose to send folk there? Most certainly to die.
You needn't choose anyone, for I volunteer, and will take only those willing to do the very same.
Bloody wretched plan.
And you've a better one, do you?
Of course. I'll go instead.
Beg your pardon? I don't.
Face it, Reynard, you couldn't sneak past a corpse. Sound like a bloody tambourine in that armor. Apart from which, you're Maeve's right hand. So you ought to be by her side when the fighting starts.
Firstly, Reynard, I'm grateful. Well done, my friend.
Thank you, Your Grace.
But truth be told, I did indeed hear you walking to the tent from the other side of camp. And yes, you know Rivia Castle better than anyone else, but the assault must transpire silently. Gascon will lead the force.
Understood, Your Grace.
Cheers, Maeve. I'll try not to disappoint.
You won't, I'm sure. God speed you on your way, and please, try your damnedest not to die.
Gascon hand-picked his men, those most adept with daggers, not swords. Noiselessly, they glided through the dark toward the castle, the light of its lanterns blurred by the evening mist. Maeve watched anxiously as the boats glided away, her heart pounding in her ears. All depended on this mission. The fate of her realms, perhaps all the North, the lives of her troops, and her own. Now there was naught she could do but wait.
Good luck,
she whispered, gazing at the fortress walls, cloaked by the dark that seemed to surround all now. The Lyrians prepared for battle, their silence absolute, in darkness, illuminated only by the pale light of the moon. Maeve was restless. She paced nervously in a circular pattern, awaiting the signal they'd agreed upon.
Blast, it's taking long. Much, much too long.
Finally, a torch's faint glow appeared atop the towering walls. It disappeared, then glowed again, and one more time around. Maeve leapt in the air, and as she did so, barely stifled a cry of utter joy.
They made it! It worked!
Moments later, Lyrians in the hundreds burst from the trees. The Nilfgaardian defenders loaded their catapults and ballistae. They did so slowly, convinced the castle walls remained impenetrable. Then they heard chains, grinding and clinking, and the sound sent shivers down their spines. Bewildered, they watched the main gate rise as the attacking force rushed forth. General Epdahi dispatched an elite unit to take back the winch at once. Yet he saw this was in vain and all was lost when Maeve rode into the castle courtyard. Maeve had begun the day known as a great warrior. Yet by night's end, legend was the cloak she wore. Her shield stopped powerful blow after blow as her blade found gaps in her foe's black armor. At first, Nilfgaardians scoured the fray in search of the Queen, hoping to prove great heroes. Soon, she was their chief scourge, and they began to flee before her blade that sung their death.
Retreat! Retreat!
What was this extraordinary vigor that surged through Meve? Naturally, she wished to liberate her castle and realm, drive off the invaders, defeat the arrogant General Epdahi. But in that moment, above all else, she longed to fight her way through to the guardhouse and bring Gascon's party relief.
Follow me! Move! Move!
Meve had expected the worst, a bloodbath, piles of corpses. Yet all in the guardhouse was eerily quiet and calm. The door to the winch room lay shattered, true, but this was the one sign there'd been any sort of struggle. What happened here? She thought. Cautiously, she entered, looking, searching for any trace of Gascon and his fighters. Instead, she spotted Willem, curled up in a corner, clutching his bloodied belly, his fingers not enough to stop all the holes. Meve tore off her cloak and went to stem the bleeding.
Willem, what happened here?
My wrongs. I sought to right them.
Wheezed the prince.
Please, forgive me.
The young prince choked on this last word, did not manage to utter it, before his eyes went dull. Moments later, her men entered the room to find the queen kneeling, pounding the wall with her fists, her eyes flooded with tears. Willem lay motionless beside her, covered by her cloak. Gascon pushed his way through the other foot soldiers. He knelt beside the queen and whispered what had happened. His unit had not managed to reach the gate in time, but Willem had. Upon seeing Lyrian forces converging on the fort, the prince had rushed to the guardhouse and opened the gate himself. By the time Nilfgaardians closed it again, it was too late. The Lyrians were through. The queen rose, her fists clenched, her shoulders rigid, her knuckles white. Her face betrayed no sorrow, no despair, just rage, hot as a forge, immeasurable.
Now's not the time to mourn.
Seethed Meve, struggling to stay calm.
Now's the time for war, for slaughter, revenge. With victory today, we'll recover our home, return to our kin and set our blades aside at last. Yet until victory is ours, they must drink. Drink greedily of Nilfgaardian blood!
The Lyrians were at the brink, near their breaking point. They'd followed Meve for thousands of miles, over snow-clad peaks, through forbidding swamps. They'd fought, survived countless battles at her side. And though their gazes were now weary, she knew they'd follow her into fire.
Your Grace, the Blackclads. They've holed themselves up in the upper keep. We went to breach the wall, alas to no avail.
Meve nodded, twirled her sword, then leapt upon a mount. Her eyes spoke pure determination.
So we'll bloody well try again.
I think I could save the kid, but I'm not sure. I will check that on YouTube later though.
This is the end, Epdahi. Do you hear me? I shall stick your head on a pike!
Because I've already picked that.
Thank you. Your fortress has superbly solid walls. Eddard Fane!
Hmm.
I smell a leak.
Archers, let it be night. Obscure the sun with arrows.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Enough! I do not need to hear this. Kill her! Enough!
Bro, he ain't gonna pass. I mean, fine by me, I guess. Are you serious?
Fools! I'm surrounded by fools!
You mad? Don't say that!
Warum?
Very gloire! Infiltrate!
This house will be reaping black clad heads.
to the front yet again.
Did he pass or what the heck it was though?
Looking to dance, mate?
Should have played this card before. Fuck. Anyway, I'm just gonna win.
This could hurt.
That's the day.
I hoped we could solve this some other way.
Now, how did that incantation go? Of course, as you wish, master.
Oh. How many times is he gonna put like cards and then it's just gonna go down over and over and over?
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Bro, what the fuck am I watching? This is crazy. It really is crazy. You're not able to like keep up. He's still not able to keep up.
Where is he? Tell me where!
Nilfgaard had the upper hand, yet the black-clad spirits had suffered. They now made more use of shields than of swords. When Meve finally broke through their line, they raised their arms in surrender. Rivia Castle had fallen. It was hers once more.
Thronebreaker! Name to win!
Meve showed her prisoners of war mercy, knowing full well they'd only followed orders. Death would be the fate of only Ardal ep Dahi, the one Nilfgaardian who'd issued those commands. Alas, the general had disappeared. A prisoner revealed Epdahi had fled as soon as the Lyrians had surged towards the upper keep. He had glided down to the lower castle in a wicker basket for transporting food. Curled up beneath potato skins and other scraps, he'd scurried away not unlike a common maggot. Meve cursed her luck and leaned back against a merlin. Dawn was yet a few hours off, but the horizon had already begun to glow blood red. The Nilfgaardian reserves now drew near, too late to prevent the castle's fall.
I'll get him,
muttered the queen, more to herself than anyone else.
I swear on all that's sacred I'll catch the bastard. But now we've a pressing matter to see to. Preparing the defense.
That night, the war turned, with the battle for Rivia Castle as its fulcrum. Meve's great victory, not only retaking the stronghold in a single evening, but also fending off a further invading army, proved the Nilfgaardian Colossus had feet of clay. The armies of the north had united and now seemed to be on the attack everywhere. Imperial forces, while still far more numerous, lay stretched over thousands of miles. Their position was untenable, and Nilfgaard's commanders knew this. In a decisive battle, they yet stood a chance, so they gave said battle, and suffered a resounding defeat. Just a few months on from that memorable night in Rivia, the Imperial army was in utter disarray. Aldersburg, the fortress, remained a last point of resistance. General Epdahi and what had survived of Army Group East had dug in there, this place, where Nilfgaard had triumphed grandly in the war's early days, would now bear witness to its impending defeat. It seems history, after all, has a sense of justice, or humor, or both. Though Meve had already reclaimed her realm, she refused to retire her sword just yet. For King Demavend had requested her aid in purging Edirn of the invader. How could she refuse? She owed the king a favor, firstly. Yet she also had a burning desire to settle the score with Epdahi.
Demavend's envoy and I spoke, Your Majesty. The king has Aldersburg surrounded. He awaits and won't begin the assault till you arrive.
Good. I truly hate to miss it. Tell the troops to prepare. Gear and ire.
Of course, Your Grace.
Yes? Is there something else?
Pardon my boldness, Your Grace, but I can't help but be concerned. You don't sleep. You have the air of illness about you.
Reynard, I just buried my son, who died in my arms, goddammit.
Yes. Died a hero. Your Majesty, I wasn't sure Willem could ever wash away the shame. He'd betrayed his country, his mother, aligned with the fiercest of our foes. But his actions in Rivia washed away his wrongs. Willem showed himself worthy to be called your son. I don't say any of this to deepen your grief, Your Majesty. I mean merely for you to be proud of him.
Do you know why Willem died?
Well, he opened the gate for us, and...
He died because I ignored him, neglected him. It's why he betrayed me as well. Why he was in that castle with our foe. He is worthy to be called my son. I just don't know if I'm worthy to be called his mother. We've talked enough. We must march on to Aldersburg.
Are you fucking serious? There's more. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here. What the fuck? I thought the game was over. It even said the game was over. Oh, come on, man. This is... Anyway. GG. I'm out. Good night. Goodbye. I'm out. What the fuck?